Ready to dive into some seriously mind-blowing ideas about the future.
Yeah, bring it on.
We've got this essay by Dario Amodei, and
Okay.
it's really got me thinking differently about AI's potential,
Yeah.
especially in a good way.
Right.
We're so used to hearing about the risks, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But Amodei, and he's the CEO of Anthropic, so he's deep in this world, he really flips the script
He does.
and makes a case for why AI might just be the key to solving some of humanity's biggest challenges.
Absolutely.
Like
Like,
that.
what are some of the big ones that...
Oh, he gets into it.
Okay.
He dives deep into 5 key areas.
Okay.
He believes AI will transform over the next 5 to 10 years.
In the near future?
Yeah, we're talking radical advancements in a really short amount of time.
Yeah.
I was really struck by his thoughts on biology and health.
Okay.
He uses this phrase, compressed 21st century, to describe what he sees coming.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
Well, it's a really interesting concept that he kind of dives into.
Like, are we all going to be living to 150?
Well, he does hint at the possibility of us living, significantly extended lifespans.
Okay.
But the compressed 21st century idea is bigger than that.
Okay.
Amodei believes AI could accelerate biological and medical breakthroughs,
Right.
achieving in the next decade what might have taken the entire 21st century without it.
Wow.
Think about all the progress we've made in medicine and our understanding of the human body.
Mhm.
Now imagine compressing all of that into a fraction of the time.
So we're talking warp speed advancements.
Yeah.
But what does that actually look like for you and me?
That's the big question, right?
Does this mean a cure for cancer is within reach?
It's definitely a possibility.
What about genetic diseases?
Yeah,
That
those
was-
are possibilities he addresses.
Okay.
But it's not just about finding cures for existing diseases.
Okay.
Amodei's key point is that AI isn't just a tool for analyzing data faster.
Right.
It's more like a tireless virtual researcher
Okay.
that can design experiments, invent new methods,
Interesting.
and connect dots that human researchers might miss.
So it's not just about analyzing data we already have.
Right.
It's about AI having its own aha moments.
Exactly.
It can come up with completely new ideas.
He believes so.
That is wild.
Amodei points out that many revolutionary biological discoveries, like CRISPR,
Okay.
were essentially low-hanging fruit that could have been discovered much earlier. AI could help us identify and capitalize on those kinds of breakthroughs much faster.
Hold on. For those of us who haven't spent much time in a lab,
Right.
can you explain what CRISPR is and why it's so important?
Sure. CRISPR is this revolutionary gene editing tool.
Okay.
Imagine having a tiny pair of scissors that can precisely snip and edit DNA.
Wow.
It has the potential to cure genetic diseases, develop new therapies, even rewrite the code of life itself.
Okay, that's huge. And Amodei thinks AI can put that kind of power within our reach even sooner.
Yeah, he's really optimistic about it.
So if we're talking about this compressed century of progress in biology and health,
Yeah.
what's the most exciting possibility for you? What gets you really fired up about this?
It's hard to choose just one,
Right.
but the idea of making cancer as treatable as the common cold is pretty incredible, right?
Yeah.
Or imagine a world where genetic diseases are a thing of the past.
Right.
And it's not just about eliminating disease,
Right.
it's about understanding the aging process itself.
Yeah.
What if we could not only live longer, but live healthier lives well into what we now consider old age?
Okay, now you're speaking my language. Sign me up for that 150-year lifespan,
Right.
especially if I can still hike and travel and enjoy life.
Exactly.
But seriously, this idea that AI could change our relationship with our own biology,
Yeah.
that we might be on the verge of unlocking secrets
Yeah.
that could radically extend our health and lifespan,
A big deal.
is both exhilarating and a little daunting, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It raises all sorts of ethical and societal questions.
Right.
But there's no doubt that we're entering a new era of scientific discovery.
Yeah.
And AI is going to be right at the heart of it.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot to process.
It is.
But this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
Amodei doesn't stop with reshaping our physical health.
No, he doesn't.
He believes AI could also transform our minds.
Yeah. And that's where things get even more fascinating,
Okay.
just like in biology.
Okay.
He sees AI breaking through barriers that have held back progress in neuroscience.
Interesting.
We're talking about unlocking the secrets of the human brain.
Unlocking the secrets of the human brain, that sounds both exciting and a little scary at the same time.
That's true.
What exactly does Amodei envision happening in the world of neuroscience and mental health?
Yeah.
Are we
Oh,
talking about AI therapists and brain-boosting apps?
well, those are some of the possibilities that Amodei explores.
Okay.
He believes AI could lead to incredibly precise and effective treatments
Okay.
for a wide range of mental illnesses.
Okay.
Imagine therapies tailored to your unique brain chemistry and neural pathways,
Wow.
eliminating the guesswork and side effects of current treatments.
Wow. Personalized mental health care? That would be revolutionary.
It would.
But Amodei doesn't stop there, does he? He seems to think AI could do even more than just treat existing conditions.
You're right.
Yeah.
He talks about AI helping us achieve new levels of cognitive and emotional well-being.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how?
Imagine AI coaches that provide personalized guidance,
Okay.
helping us understand and manage our emotions better,
Okay.
overcome cognitive biases, and even enhance our learning abilities.
Okay, now you're really pushing the boundaries of my imagination.
Right.
It's like having a personal trainer for your brain.
Right.
But how would that even work?
Well, Amodei highlights how AI's growing ability to understand and interpret complex data,
Okay.
including data from our own brains,
Okay.
could be the key.
Okay.
As AI gets better at understanding its own inner workings,
Right.
it might also unlock clues to the workings of the human mind.
Interesting.
It's like holding up a mirror to our own consciousness,
Okay.
using AI as a tool for self-discovery.
That is a mind-blowing concept.
It is.
So the quest to understand artificial intelligence could actually help us unlock the secrets of our own intelligence?
Yeah.
I love that kind of unexpected connection.
Yeah.
But back to these AI coaches, what would they actually do?
Sure.
Would they be like apps on our phones?
That's one possibility.
Okay.
Imagine an app that analyzes your voice patterns and facial expressions
Okay.
to detect subtle shifts in your emotional state,
Uh-huh.
then offers personalized strategies for managing stress or boosting your mood.
Oh,
Or picture AI-powered learning platform
okay.
that adapt to your unique learning style,
Yeah.
making education more engaging and effective.
Those are some really compelling examples.
Yeah.
It sounds like Amodei envisions a future where we have a much deeper understanding of our own minds
Who does?
and the tools to improve our mental well-being in ways we can barely imagine today.
That's right.
But I have to ask,
Yeah.
are there any downsides to all of this? What about the potential for AI to be used for manipulation or to invade our privacy?
Those are valid concerns.
Yeah.
And Amodei acknowledges the importance of developing and deploying AI ethically and responsibly.
Okay.
He stresses the need for safeguards
Okay.
to prevent misuse
Right.
and ensure that AI is used to empower individuals, not control or exploit them.
Right.
It's a balancing act,
Yeah.
finding ways to harness the incredible potential of AI
Right.
while mitigating the risks.
So it's not just about building amazing AI, it's about making sure we use it for good.
Exactly.
And speaking of good, Amodei seems to think AI could play a huge role in creating a more equitable and prosperous world.
He does.
He dives into how AI could impact economic development and global equality,
Right.
which is our next stop on this deep dive. So we've talked about how AI could revolutionize healthcare and transform our minds.
Right.
But what about the real-world implications for everyday people, for the world as a whole? Amodei seems to believe that AI could actually help us tackle some of the biggest challenges facing humanity,
He does.
like poverty and inequality.
Mhm.
I'm curious to hear how he sees that playing out.
Well, he's cautiously optimistic about AI's potential
Okay.
to drive positive change on a global scale.
Okay.
He argues that AI can help us optimize the distribution of resources,
Okay.
develop more effective strategies for eradicating disease,
Okay.
and even mitigate the effects of climate change.
Those are some seriously ambitious goals, but let's get specific.
Oh.
How could AI actually help us achieve those things?
Well, let's take something like global health.
Okay.
Amodei talks about AI-powered systems that could track disease outbreaks in real time,
Wow.
optimize the delivery of vaccines and medical supplies to remote areas,
Okay.
even accelerate the development of new treatments for diseases that disproportionately affect developing countries.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's like having a global health watchdog that never sleeps.
Right.
Constantly analyzing data and identifying potential problems before they become crises.
Right.
But what about poverty itself?
Yeah.
Can AI really make a dent in a problem as complex and multifaceted as poverty?
Amodei believes it can,
Oh,
though he stresses that AI alone isn't a magic bullet.
right.
He argues that AI could help developing countries achieve unprecedented economic growth
Okay.
by optimizing everything from agricultural practices to infrastructure development.
Interesting.
He even suggests the possibility of AI-powered finance ministers
Okay.
that could analyze economic data and make data-driven decisions
Wow.
to maximize growth and reduce poverty.
AI finance ministers, that's a new one, but it makes sense.
It's an interesting idea.
Imagine the power of having an AI that could sift through mountains of data
Yeah.
and identify the most effective policies for boosting economic growth and improving people's lives.
Right.
But what about the people who are worried that AI will take away their jobs?
Yeah,
That's a big concern I hear a lot.
it is.
Does Amadei address that?
He absolutely does, and he doesn't sugarcoat the challenges.
Okay.
He acknowledges that as AI automates more tasks, there will likely be significant disruptions to the job market.
Right.
But he argues that we have a responsibility to anticipate these changes
Right.
and create solutions that ensure everyone benefits from AI's progress,
Okay.
not just a select few.
So it's not just about building amazing AI. It's about making sure that the benefits are shared widely
Yeah.
and that we find ways to support workers who are displaced by automation.
Exactly. Amadei suggests possibilities like a universal basic income,
Okay.
where everyone receives a guaranteed income regardless of their employment status,
Mhm.
or retraining programs that help workers transition to new industries and roles.
Huh.
He sees this as a shared societal challenge that we need to start addressing now.
It's a reminder that technology like AI is a tool.
Yeah.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
That's great.
It all comes down to the choices we make.
Precisely, Amadei argues that we're at a critical juncture, and the decisions we make in the coming years will determine whether AI leads to a more equitable and just world
Right.
or exacerbates existing inequalities.
So it's not just about the technology itself. It's about our values and our vision for the future.
It is.
Amadei seems to be placing a lot of faith in humanity's ability to make the right choices.
He does.
He argues that values like compassion, cooperation, and the pursuit of knowledge are ultimately a winning strategy in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I think he's right. We have a choice to make.
Yeah.
Do we let fear and greed dictate the future of AI,
Right.
or do we choose a different path?
Yeah.
Amadei's essay is a call to action.
Yeah.
A reminder that we have the power to shape a future where AI benefits all of humanity.
Right.
The question is, will we?
That's a powerful question to leave us with.
It is.
Amadei's vision of the future is both exhilarating and a bit daunting.
It is.
But it's a future worth striving for.
Absolutely.
It's a future where we use the power of AI to solve our biggest problems.
Yeah.
Create a more just and equitable world, and ultimately unlock our full potential as human beings.
It's a future where technology empowers us to become better, not just more efficient versions of ourselves.
Yes.
It's a future where we choose hope over fear and collaboration over competition.
It's been quite a journey exploring Amadei's ideas with you today.
It has.
He's given us a lot to think about, that's for sure.
He has.
We've covered a lot of ground, from the future of healthcare to the meaning of work in an AI-powered world.
Yeah.
But one thing is clear, the future is not predetermined.
It's not set in stone.
It's up to us to decide what role we want AI to play in our lives and in the world.
And that, I think, is the most important takeaway from Amadei's essay.
Yeah.
It's a call to action, an invitation to imagine a future where AI empowers us to create a world that reflects our highest values.
And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder those possibilities. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep your minds open to the incredible possibilities that lie ahead.